My dear students, as I have already explained you all the meaning of staffing. Staffing is nothing but it is manning the various positions in the organization. It is a process of the management which is concerned with the obtaining, utilizing and maintaining of the satisfactory and the satisfied workforce. So here the staffing is the process. It recognizes the importance of every single person employed by that organization, as every individual worker is very important and he is the ultimate performer and he is the person who is going to realize the dream of the organization. So staffing is the very important process. It fills the organization structure. It helps us to fill the empty shells, and it appoints the right kind of persons. So that is the greater importance of staffing. Staffing nowadays is gaining much importance because of the rapid advancement of the technology, increasing size of the organization and complicated behavior of human beings. So there is a need of maintaining a satisfied workforce. Now we shall see the need of staffing. Whether it is needed in new organization or existing organization, I say it is needed in new as well as in existing enterprise too. In a new enterprise, when does the requirement arises? Once the plan is ready, organizing is done, resources are arranged, then here comes the process of management involves the third function, that is human resource requirements. In the organizing itself, we'll come to know that how many human resources are required. So next step would be we need to staff the persons required. Hence, staffing functions are conducted to fulfill these various requirements in a new enterprise. In an existing enterprise, staffing is a continuous process. It doesn't stop, children, that after the enterprise is begun, the staffing function will be required even in the existing enterprise, because new jobs may be created, the organization may think of expansion, so new requirement will be there, some of the existing employees may leave the organization, hence staffing is a continuous process. So that was about the need of staffing. Let us see the features of staffing. The first is it's an integral part of the management process. It is the most important part of the management process, as organization cannot exist without human resource. Human resource is required. Though we may say that we have machineries, we appoint capital intensive technique of production, but at least to operate those machines we require human resource. So human resource is required. So staffing is helping us to appoint that right person at the right time for the right position. Next is it is pervasive. It is performed by all the managers at all the levels. Even the top level managers require human resource, middle level management requires human resource, lower level management requires human resource, and it is required for every department also. Suppose if the organization is classified based on the department, based on the functions, marketing requires human resource, staffing, sales department also requires human resource. So this is a pervasive concept, it's a universal concept. Next, it is said to be continuous process, as to meet the growing needs of an organization, we need to maintain the workforce a satisfied workforce, we need to retain them. So staffing is a continuous process. It deals with the people, as it is concerned with the people at work and their relationship. Hence, this staffing is dealing with the people. It is a function which deals with the people at their work, and it also describes the relationship, how the formal organization is defining a proper structure. To fill that structure, this staffing is required. So staffing is dealing with the people. Fifth, it has a wide scope because it includes a series of activities like how much manpower is required. We need to have a manpower planning, recruitment, selection, placing those employees and training them. We also need to make familiar with the other employees. We need to select a best employee for the best position, for the best department, and train for them so that they'll improve their performance, and ultimately the organization performance will also be increased. Lastly, multiple objective. Staffing is a multiple objective activity as it has to fulfill its responsibility towards organization, employees as well as society. So it is having multiple activity. Here, staffing is not only to fulfill the organization's objective, it is also for the employees to create employment. For example, railway sector is there for the employment generation. So staffing is a function which is having that responsibility not only towards the organization but also towards the employees and at large society. So that was the features of staffing and the need of staffing. Thank you one and all.